Alright, so I know I'm gonna get questions. This necklace is from XIXI. It's like literally one of my favorite necklaces to wear. I usually wear it like inside like this, but I feel like it looks kind of cute with this color. I don't know, anyway. Let me get all of the releases out that Anastasia launched within 3 months. Was that it? Did I give the rest away? Last year in October, November, Anastasia Beverly Hills had probably like 6 or 7 launches for 6 or 7 different major projects. These weren't like new lipstick shades added onto like blah, 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 like our current collection. No. These were like hefty collections that they were launching. I received a lot of these in PR, then I got kicked off the PR list, and then I received one through a PR agency. I would say it was like maybe like October, November when these palettes started to come out. But then also started to get notifications from our favorites like Kylie Bible, Alyssa Edwards, Jackie Aina, saying that they were collabing with Anastasia Beverly Hills and their palettes were coming out. And literally Jackie's palette, Alyssa's palette, and the Kylie palette, which I ended up giving away, released in probably the time span of a month or 2 months. I love these palettes. These palettes are beautiful. The thing is, when you're constantly topping the next release, it doesn't actually allow people to be excited about the first release in the first place. So like by the time we were excited about the Alyssa palette, the Jackie palette was coming out. By the time we were excited about the Jackie palette, the Kylie Bible palette was coming out. And then all of these palettes were coming out as well. And personally for me, I space my launches out on the 1st of every month. So on the 1st of every month, there is a new lash, and that's how I kind of set up my launches. And I mentioned this in a podcast episode, I understand why brands are so pushed to release, because we live in a ColourPop world now. When you think of online makeup companies, I instantly think of ColourPop and Anastasia. Too Faced, of course, Benefit. But because ColourPop have their own labs, they are able to keep the price super cheap, super low. I'm talking like what, $5 or $6 for a lip pencil or for a lip gloss, a lipstick, like cheap makeup, but really good quality. Whereas Anastasia, I feel can't be in that same realm because they are a luxury, high-end company. These palettes retail for, let me see. These palettes retail for $96 each. And the thing is, I would happily pay that. Just a little bit too much to expect people to make a purchase with every single product coming out, because even the Jackie Aina palette, how much is that? It was $86 on Beauty Bay, it's currently reduced to $64.95, which is still fucking expensive. All of the other Anastasia palettes are $76, $88, like they are pricey palettes, which means that placing an order on Anastasia Beverly Hills, you're obviously gonna, chop up on your brow products, on your contour kit, your liquid lipsticks, your glosses, but then for a week later, another palette is launching. It just becomes too much. And it takes away the excitement for the product before it. If these were ColourPop eyeshadow palettes, they would be, I don't even know how much a ColourPop palette is, hold on. So for a 35? Okay, so for a 30 pan ColourPop eyeshadow palette, it's $35. Obviously the quality is probably gonna be a little bit better in the Anastasia palette, but these days we live in a world where we only use things maybe once or twice and we move on to the next thing. Like we only wear an outfit once. We only use an eyeshadow palette. Well, I know for me anyway, I receive a decent amount of PR. I don't receive a whole lot anymore because I've like said no to a lot of things. But when I receive eyeshadow palettes, I get to use them maybe once or twice for a look or a video, and then they've gone to the side because I'm focusing on what else has come in. I know that's a very influencer problem situation, but I just feel like that is where things are at with Anastasia and Norvina, and absolutely love these palettes. As I said, would definitely pay for them, but it's just too much too soon. In saying that, I think today I'm going to use the Anastasia Volume 4. This is almost like a borderline bridal palette. The only thing that I don't like in these palettes are the glitters, because they are so softly pressed that if you put any amount of pressure in with your finger to swipe across, you're basically taking out the entire pan with you. I actually attended an event with a PR agency where a Anastasia representative basically gave everyone a tutorial. There was like 70 of us in the call, in the Zoom call. It was so fun. The part that fucked up was the neon. Like I could not get this to work. Neons are so hard to formulate because they have so much white in them, and anytime something has a lot of white pigment in it, it goes super patchy. So I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Base. I actually was never using this until I started using it. So I've had it in my kit for quite a while because it's usually sent with like every single release that comes with an eyeshadow palette. I'm not even kidding. When I first tried it, I was like, oh, you know, it's just like a light, you know, eyeshadow base formulated to be different to a concealer, because usually I just use like Shape Tape all over my lids. But the point of this eye base is to actually create grip with your shadows, so when you place them all over the lid, they grip completely, but without compromising on blendability. And I found that really interesting. Firstly, in the crease, I'm gonna take the shades B3 and A4, more of B3 though, because I want this to be quite warm. There we go. It's gonna look worse before it gets better, guys. Just blend, 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 and blend up to your brow. Really does not matter at this point. When the representative was doing the demo and we were all kind of following along, she was using the neon and it looked absolutely amazing on her. So I tried to use it in the same look that we were all kind of creating, and it just wasn't working for me. Dipping into the shade Back Rolls from the Alyssa Edwards palette. Any chocolatey dark brown will do, doesn't really matter as much. I'm taking it into the inner corner as well, because when we cut the crease, there's going to be a really nice line. It's going to contrast really, really well with the dark shade in that inner part. If you think it looks patchy, it probably looks patchy and you want to blend. Sometimes colors go patchy when you don't have enough color on your brush, so make sure that you guys are tapping in a decent amount. Now I'm going to grab the Hank & Henry Anna brush. I've been using this brush non-stop for cut creases. Grab more of that eye base. If you guys are new to cut creases, this brush does all of the work for you. The bigger the brush, the easier the job is to do, trust me. I was using like these super, super small like flat shader brushes at one point, and it took forever. And you can blend the outer corner with a brush, or you can just use your finger like I am. So guys, I'm super excited. I just ordered all brand new lighting. I'm completely replacing my softboxes and ring light as well to like some better LED lights. I cannot wait. It's literally gonna be like a little makeover. I'm gonna try and tackle this a little bit differently to how I did on the day of that Zoom meeting. Because it's a matte shade, I don't know if I should use it with my finger. Oh, alright, you know what? I'm gonna use my finger. Fuck it. I'm gonna take my ring finger and dip into that neon, which is D2. Just do it on this side instead. Nah, fuck it. Add that color on. Oh, that looks kind of rough. Okay, hold on. A Stellazzi small shadow brush to kind of smoothen out. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see how it just looks chalky in that inner part? The neon's, it's there. Doesn't look that great, but it's there. I grab the NYX Liquid Liner. This is the matte liquid liner. I love the brush on this. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I've been using a lash growth serum as well, and I feel like that in conjunction with a decent lash curler, because I was using like some shitty fucking like $2 one. I just feel like it's made the biggest difference. Essence Maximum Definition Waterproof. I don't want waterproof. I'm gonna take the Too Faced Better Than Dick mascara. You see how long my lashes are just with mascara on, and I've got winged liner on as well, which always covers up my lashes, but not anymore. For lashes today, I'm gonna go in with my OGs. These are my Naomi lashes, and this is like a box that was shit, so I'm just using it for myself. But I think these lashes are probably gonna fit the best. Yep, okay, yep. I'm gonna apply these off camera with my Bouquet Beauty lash glue. This is completely waterproof, absolutely amazing. I'm gonna prep and prime my skin today using the MAC Natural Radiance Primer. I've been trying to get through this. It reminds me a lot of the original Fenty, I can't remember which one it is, but it's like the pink formula. Rimmel Lasting Finish SPF 20 Full Coverage Foundation. This has a 25-hour wear time. I believe this is for normal to drier skin types, which is really interesting because usually a foundation that is catered towards normal to dry skin doesn't last that long. Morphe M439 brush to buff this in. Usually I would use a beauty blender, but all of mine were just washed and I don't want to dirty any of them just yet. Wow, that blends into my tan so well. Oh, also, I want to know, what are your favorite color correctors? I've been wanting to get the Dragon Beauty one for quite some time, but they are no longer shipping internationally because of the Voldemort virus, as people on YouTube are referring to it as. If you guys have any like drugstore favorite color correctors, let me know. Tarte Shape Tape. I think I'm gonna grab this shade. This is Medium Honey. Usually when I'm not tan, I use light medium beige because I am actually really white, and whenever I wear like a yellow toned foundation, it just looks fucked on me, especially when I'm like not tan. Going for dinner?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have one too, thank you so much. Actually, get me mixed snack pack. Jeez. jalapenos. So if we're gonna go all in, I'm gonna fucking go all in. Garlic sauce and chili sauce. If they have hot chili, go for that. If not, sweet chili's fine. I heard kebab and I was just like, I've been doing light and easy, guys. I was doing you foods for a minute, then I switched to light and easy, but I've been craving a fucking kebab for like 2 months at this point. I'm not even fucking with you. I just haven't gotten one. I don't know why, but it's alright. Treat yourself, you know what I mean? Like, alright, so now that I've concealed under my eye, I'm going to go in with my brow pencils. I'm gonna take the Benefit Goof Proof. Oh, Rona. Always use number 3 on the inner part of my brow just because it's a little lighter and the formula isn't as pigmented. And then I take the Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 6. 97% of the time, I only have 1 shade in my brows because like ain't nobody got time. Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder. Fuck Laura Mercier. Sorry RCMA. This is it. Anyone's makeup that I've done, say the last year and a half, I've been using this powder. It is such a beautiful formula. And the one thing that everyone says is how good it smells. It smells like vanilla. And I'm not massive on scents, but this is subtle enough to not like be annoying where like you can smell it all day, you know what I mean? It just smells like a really nice warm hug. You know, gonna set in these laugh lines because I can't get filler right now. I'm honestly looking at getting filler in my smile lines just to stop this from happening, because as soon as this starts happening, then I get these lines in the creases, and when I'm not smiling in a photo, I look fucking ridiculous. So once we exit stage left from ISO, I'm definitely gonna look into it. It is really risky. I think there's a main artery that runs like right here. So if you puncture that artery and inject filler into it, you're fucked. It's so funny because now that I've had like my hair surgery and everything like that, people didn't think that I needed it in the first place, but it was something that I kept on seeing. So now whenever I make a joke about like getting a surgery done or whatever, people actually take me really seriously, and it's no longer a joke. Like I can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna get a facelift like next year. People are gonna be like, oh, he's actually gonna do it. I feel like as soon as you say that you've done something, people are then like, oh, he's gonna do everything now, but like that's not the case at all. I'm gonna grab the Dewy set. This is a mini. I have completely gone through the large version of this because I love it that much. This is the Frank Body Rose Gold Illuminator. I wish that they had it like on the front or on the bottom or something, but all of the info is literally on, like even the barcode is on the side. It's ridiculous. I'm just dipping it on one side of the ABH A23 brush. Oh my God, I haven't bronzed. Oh fuck, I'll do it later. And then I use the other side of the brush to really buff and blend into the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. This is in the shade Tantastic. I'm gonna grab this big ass Morphe brush. This is a R7 brush. I don't even know if they still make this anymore. It's like 75,000 years old. This has been my favorite palette as of recently. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks palette. For some reason, whenever I use this palette over the last couple of years, I've only used like Tangerine or like this mauve here, but this shade, okay, see how much warmer this cheek looks compared to this? Oh my God, I love it. Marc Jacobs, the smudge brush, whatever. This foundation is really, really nice. This is probably the first foundation that's actually matched my fake tan. I'm not even, excuse me, there we go. I'm gonna grab the shade B3, start working this on the lower lash line. Oh my God. Just ate and I'm like in a food coma right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this video done. Just popped a nude in my waterline and I finished off the lower lash line. I'm not gonna put mascara on. I rarely ever do put mascara on my lower lashes now. Last step is, of course, lips. I'm gonna take my MAC Spice lip liner and just line my lid. I'm gonna grab the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Touch. Sorry, I'm trying to fuck around with my camera settings right now. I'm not liking how this is looking on camera. It just, I don't know. This is, okay, yeah. So, now that we have done that, you can go ahead and apply a gloss if you really want to. I'm actually gonna grab a liquid lipstick from ABH. This is the Sand liquid lipstick. Pop this in the center, just to kind of lighten up the lip a little bit. I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me and hearing what I had to say regarding all of this Anastasia Beverly Hills stuff that's going on. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my lash line, Bouquet Beauty, if you're interested in vegan and cruelty-free lashes. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.